What's up, Facebook fans? It's Matt freaking Blake. Just relaunched the Facebook page here this week. Anyway, so I have a topic that I've wanted to talk about for a long time. It's motivation, specifically like motivation versus inspiration. And because I've been doing this weight loss thing for a while, right? And I just got done running 10,000 meters, 10K, 6 miles, just over 6 miles tonight. And a lot of people ask why you do such a thing. Why would you do that on a Sunday night when it's like, it was after 10 when I started. It's after 11 now. Why do you go out and do that? You got to work, you got stuff you could do, you got to get up in the morning, all that kind of stuff. And it comes down to my motivation, my inspiration a little bit. So when I started this weight loss thing, I started like 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago, whatever it's been. Like the most important thing is it's 75 pounds ago. That's the important fact. And when I started losing a bunch of weight, people ask me, how did you do that? Or why did you do that? Or how, what inspired you? What motivated you to do that? And then it would turn into, I wish I had your motivation, or you need to motivate me, or help motivate me, and that kind of stuff. And so I've done a lot of thinking about motivation and exactly what motivation is and how people can get a hold of it, because I want to help people. That's why I share all the workout videos and the updates on what I'm doing and the little quotes that everybody likes to share on Facebook and everywhere and Twitter and all that stuff. It's why I do. It's why I share the workout videos and update on Snapchat it's not a whole lot. It's like 55 to 60 people who view my Snapchats every time, but for those 50 people, I could be inspiring someone. And the keyword is inspire there, because I can't motivate you. The only person that can motivate you is motivate you. So let's talk about motivation, inspiration, and goals. So let's do that. So let's pretend your goal is a fire, just because this works really well for the example and the illustration I want to give for inspiration versus motivation. So your goal is a fire. Now, to start a fire, you need a spark, and then you need something that's going to burn. So the fuel, or the wood, or the paper, or your old place of employment, whatever it is that's going to burn, right? Okay. So the spark is what starts it, but a spark by itself is not going to sustain a fire. A spark doesn't do much. You have to have way more than that. So what keeps the fire going is the fuel, the wood. Now, your goal is the fire. The spark is the inspiration. So, if you have inspiration, it'll get you started. So inspiration can start you toward a goal. Inspiration can give you ideas and can get you, if we're talking about fitness, it can get you off the couch and out the door. Inspiration. Tonight, I watched the 100-meter men's finals. I posted video of it. And the IOC had my video pulled from Instagram. Suck it, IOC. But anyway, whatever. That's a whole nother topic. But the spark, you could watch a race and be inspired. You could watch my videos. You could see my progress and be inspired. But that's only going to get you moving once. Inspiration can create one action. It's not going to be long term. Motivation, it's your wood. You are your wood. Don't be dirty. So the fuel for your goal has to come from you. Your motivation has to be inside. You can't do it. You can't do it for anybody else. Your motivation has to come from you. You're not going to reach any goal you want if the motivation for that goal comes from outside of you. It's not going to be possible. It's not going to happen. You can take this example and spread it all over. It's universal. You're not going to be inspired to reach goals in your business, in your work life, in your job, by someone else, or not long term. You could be inspired to do a good job by your boss. They can inspire you, but they're not going to motivate you. Motivation has to come from inside. You have to have that reason inside yourself. There has to be a reason you want to do well. Tonight, I was inspired to get up off my couch and go run tonight. Although it doesn't take much to get me off my couch, get me running. To be honest, I just love to run. That's what happens when you lose 75 to 80 pounds running. You like to do it. So, but the motivation to go out and... Now, I use the C2 5K app or the 10K trainer by Zen Labs because I love them. And I did week number 6, day 2, which generally will have you basically run 2.5 miles. I could have stopped at 2.5 miles and everybody would, man, Matt ran 2.5 miles on Sunday night, way to go. I wanted to go further. I could have done a 5K, I could have stopped at 3 miles and people would have been, hey, Matt ran 3 miles tonight, that's awesome. That wasn't good enough for me. That's what other people would like. I could have stopped at 4.25 miles when I passed by my street over here, but I didn't, I kept going. I could have stopped at 5.14 miles when I passed my street again. And I could have passed at 5.75 miles when I rounded my block. But no, I kept going. Because I, inside myself, wanted to hit 6 miles tonight. I wanted to hit 6 miles tonight because I want to run 6 miles next weekend, but I want to run it faster. And the weekend after that, I want to run 8 miles. And you can't run 8 miles until you run 6 miles. I could last year. So my motivation for running is myself. I'm not trying to run faster than anybody else. I'm not trying to run faster than my son or my daughter or anybody else in Sendero Ranch who runs or any of my friends who run or anybody who's on my Fitbit stuff challenges. I'm trying to run faster than myself. And because the motivation comes from within me, it's sustainable. If I'm wanting to do better than I did previously, then I'll never have a stopping point. The goal will always keep increasing itself because I'm motivated because I want to be a better person. I want to be the best Matt I can be. And the same goes for business. See, a lot of people think that I work 40 hours of my day job and then I DJ on weekends and I do some online marketing and printing and stuff and I got all that going on. I don't need to take on anything else. But you know what? Because I want better and I want to do more and I want to do everything I possibly can to take it to the next level, I'm doing more than that now. That's why I stay up until 12, 1 o'clock at night working. That's why I don't use the excuse of not having time. So, motivation has to come from inside you. Other people can inspire you, but motivation has to come. You have to have a reason inside yourself that you want to do things, or you'll never get anywhere with it. There was a whole lot of other stuff I think I wanted to say with this. There was going to be a blog post, but I wasn't inspired to write it. I had no motivation to do that. But I constantly get people who say, I wish I had your motivation. Well, I wish you had your own motivation. You don't need mine. You have to have your own motivation if you want to do things. And I'm big with Gary Vaynerchuk and Grant Cardone. And I like those guys, and I like watching those guys to get ideas, sometimes inspiration, but those guys don't motivate me. Gary V, although he's awesome, I say all the time, Gary Vaynerchuk's my spirit animal. I love the guy. He's awesome. He's got great energy. He's got great ideas. He doesn't motivate me. He inspires me to do things. I get good ideas from him. And I think something that inspires you should also be something that kind of steps on your toes a little bit. Like, it inspires you, you realize you're not living up to your full potential, so you go out and do better. So, anyway. So go out on a Sunday night and run 6 miles. Because you can. Because you want to run 6 miles faster next weekend. If you're not going to run 6 miles, go run 3 miles. If you can't run 3 miles, run 1 mile. If you can't run 1 mile, run around the block. Be inspired because it's amazing what you can do. All you have to do is start. When I started, I couldn't walk around the block. I couldn't. My block is 0.42 miles. I couldn't walk it. I had to stop. And I can run. This time last year, I ran a half marathon. About killed myself, but I ran it, and it was amazing. So, knowing what I did last year inspires me this year to do better My motivation is to beat myself. Tonight, actually, was my 7th fastest 10K time. 7th fastest. And I've run a lot of 10K distances. And it's my 7th fastest. And I'm not running great this year. So that's very encouraging to me. That's going to inspire me to do better and continue my motivation. So you have to have those little sparks to keep your fire going. But the fire has to be fueled from inside you. So, pop quiz. Can I motivate you? No. I can inspire you, but you have to motivate yourself. So if you want changes in your life, you can go find inspiration, but you better be motivated from within or you won't change and it won't last. Anyway, I guess I'm done. It's late. I need a shower. I stink. And I have more work to do before I go to bed and then start everything over Monday. Don't hate Monday. Monday loves you. Don't hate it. You go out and own Monday when everyone else is crying and whining about not liking Monday, and you are going to be the one succeeding and making money and making bank and making your dreams come true, and everybody else is going to be Monday. I love it. I love it because Monday means another day to make money, another week starting, another week of successes, another week of amazing inspiration to keep my wood and my motivation on fire. So, anyway, I love your faces. Matt freaking Blake. Peace. I'm out.